Hi folks, and welcome back to HRD TV. I'm Cari, and today we are continuing our journey into transforming some of those common workplace comments into more professional and constructive conversations. In today's episode, we're going to tackle some of those phrases that you might be tempted to say when you're frustrated or unsure, but we're going to provide you with some alternative solutions to make sure that you keep those relationships intact while also still delivering a clear message and being assertive. So let's dive right into it. Number one, do you ever find yourself bored with the same repetitive task? Instead of saying, this is boring, you might say, is there a way to add more variety to this task? Or, I'm eager to take on more dynamic projects. This invites the opportunity to enhance your engagement and suggests a proactive stance toward making your work more enjoyable. Number two, have you ever been in a situation where a decision just seems unfair? Instead of saying, this isn't fair, you might say, I feel like the situation might benefit from a review to ensure that everyone's interests are considered. Or you might say, could we discuss how decisions are made to ensure equity? This promotes fairness and transparency, encouraging a review process that respects all viewpoints. Number three, what about a time when you were asked to handle an issue that falls outside of your responsibility? Instead of saying, that's not my problem, you might say, I believe this issue might be best addressed by this person or this department. Or you might say, let's find the right person to resolve this. This helps direct the problem to someone who can effectively deal with it, fostering a collaborative solution-finding environment. Number four, we all hate when extra work lands on our desk unexpectedly. Instead of saying, I guess I'll do it, you can say, I can handle this, but let's discuss the resources I'll need. Or you might say, I'm available to take on this, provided that we manage priorities effectively. This ensures that you have the necessary support while affirmatively taking on new challenges. Number five, have you ever spoken to someone who seems like their facts aren't straight? Instead of saying, you don't know what you're talking about, you can say, I think there might be some additional insights to consider here. Or you might say, perhaps we could verify that with more data or a second opinion. This encourages a fact-based approach and avoids personal criticisms, aiming for a more informed discussion. Number six, if you're indifferent or you disagree with the decision, instead of saying, whatever, you can say, I respect your decision. Let's proceed as you suggest. Or let's continue to monitor the outcomes to ensure that it's the best choice. This shows a willingness to move forward while keeping an eye on results. Number seven, what happens when new methods deviate from the norm? Instead of saying, that's not how it's done, you can say, traditionally, we have approached this differently. Could you walk us through your method? Or you might say, that's an interesting approach. Can you explain some of the benefits? This opens the door to understanding new ideas without dismissing them outright. Number eight, when you experience resistance to change based on tradition, instead of saying, we've always done it this way, you can say, this method has worked well in the past. What improvements do you suggest? Or, I'm curious to explore your new approach. Let's discuss how it compares to our current methods. This acknowledges the past success while also being open to new ideas. Number nine, when a project or task seems unproductive, instead of saying, this is a waste of time, you can say, I'm concerned about the efficiency of this approach. Could we consider optimizing the process? Or you might say, perhaps we could streamline this to better use our resources. This focuses on improving processes rather than dismissing efforts, fostering a more efficient workflow. So I know we've covered a number of examples in this episode, and we have a few more episodes to go. So make sure you tune in to part 3, where we provide you some additional alternative solutions to things you might want to say in the workplace. And if you have some scenarios that you might want me to give you solutions for, be sure to drop them in the comments below. I love seeing your comments. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.